Howdy, folks. I'm back with another Menshrine video, and today's topic is three instances where man selfies are acceptable. But before we get started, let's get a couple housekeeping items out of the way. First, be sure you click on the notification bell. You subscribe to the channel. That is, if you like the content that I'm presenting you. I'd hate to have you follow if you hate me. And then if you want to see some more of me, and I do mean see more of me, including selfies, ironically. So we'll get into that here in a second. Be sure to click on the, or not click on, follow me on Instagram too, which I was lucky to get my name. It's just at Jaron Scott. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. And we'll keep this short and sweet, guys. So when it comes down to selfies, I actually don't mind taking them most of the time, especially I do it all the time in the gym, specifically for like progress photos. But outside of that, that's usually the only time I take it. And the reason being is that just vanity in general, really, it doesn't look good on men. This behavior is typically reserved for women, children, high schoolers, or really anyone that is trying to put the visual element of themselves out there rather than something that has a little more substance to it. So in this case, I'm not saying that selfies are necessarily a bad thing, but think twice if that's something that you want to be known for. That being said, there are instances where I think man selfies are completely acceptable and where I actually do them. And again, like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see them on there. Short couple things. Usually they're like gym photos. They're stuff with friends. They're just goofy stuff. So first and foremost is you're with a girl or group of friends. And this is important to me. This is a rule I follow, where someone else takes the selfie and they just kind of pull you and they're like, oh, hey, Jaron, get in, take a picture of us. And then they tag you. Again, this is just a rule I create for myself because otherwise I don't want to be the guy going around like, oh, hey, man, get over here and take a picture of me. Like, oh, hey, let's get a selfie. Again, with most of the guys in my friend group and girls, it's not a very good look. Two, and this is a time completely disregarding rule number one that I just gave you. Number two is a time where I intentionally do selfies is when it's done for purely humorous or ironic reasons. And a good example of this is, for example, when I go with my buddies to a music festival, or more importantly, or more specifically, a country music festival like Stagecoach, like we have here in Southern California annually. We'll don the Daisy Dukes and do the high cutoff boots and, the big old belt buckles and, little Walmart California cowboy hat. And really, it's done for ironic reasons. It's done for humor. It's because we want to look like the LA chicks that, doll up in cowboy attire for that one time a year to head out to Coachella or Stagecoach. And the purpose being that we're making fun of them is because I actually like live music. I really enjoy live music. I go there to watch live music. And to me, it is completely annoying when I am trying to get near a soundstage so I can see one of the 300 acts that'll be there for the week. And I am just constantly crowded by people who are trying to get the best shot of themselves to show, hey, look, I'm at a music festival, but I'm not really at a music festival, if that makes sense. So for number two, I think it's completely legitimate to take selfies for humorous or ironic purposes. And then for number three, this is if you're a legitimate public figure and you derive income from your image. So for example, I'm definitely not there yet, and I might have to get over this rule and start taking selfies myself, but I'll probably still stick to the rule of where, if someone else takes a picture of me, then I'll go ahead and use it. And if not, then I guess nope. And then there's a couple other examples of these rules that I like to use to you guys. So for example, I'm not sure if there's some on my Instagram, but at least in the past, I like to take ironic selfies with like a heap of garbage obscuring my view. And this was normally done for monumentous occasions or achievements in my life or in front of historic monuments. Really, don't ask me why. It's something I've always done since I was a kid, and it's just kind of fun. Again, I just like to have fun in life, so it probably extends from that. Another one was a time I was in LA a few years ago. It was like 2012, and I was out with just a small group of friends. It wasn't planned on going out. We just decided to go and hey, pass the time. And a buddy of mine, I think we were pretty tired. We worked out all day. We did something to where we were all just kind of physically exhausted. He actually managed to pass out at the nightclub, and this occurred during just a frame in time or a window in time where I headed to the restroom. Probably one of the 20 times I headed to a restroom at a nightclub, admittingly. But when I came back, it was beyond me. I was completely, utterly shocked and surprised that this guy, literally with his mouth just up in the air, was passed the F out. And there was actually a line of girls lining up to join in on the action and try to get photos with him. So in this case, obviously, being the good friend that I am, I also enjoyed some of the action, and more so was to document the best game that I'd probably seen this guy pull in his entire life. So that being said, guys, that's kind of my take on selfies. Again, if you look at my Instagram, you'll see that most of my photos don't really include me at all. That is changing now that I'm kind of getting, more putting myself out there and all that jazz. But most of my stuff is just stellar sunsets, misspelled or funny road signs, and then more so is just like creative keto recipes that I'm working on. So really, again, as a guy, this kind of extends from my role is that I'm trying to put out substance or something there that has some value to it. That's not to say that you shouldn't take pictures of yourself. Like I said, you'll see some more of me coming up, as I learn new things in the gym or little tricks of diets and things like that. But really, when it comes down to it, if you're not sure if this man selfie or just selfie in general should be permitted or not, or whether, you're drawing the right kind of attention, I'd say probably just ask yourself, like, why do I want people to notice me? Am I drawing attention for the right reasons? And these are the right reasons to you. Like, hey, is there a genuine need out there that I want to give people? Is there something I can teach people? Then yeah, go for it. Draw some attention to yourself. But if it's just validation seeking and it's kind of vapid and empty, maybe there's some other things you might want to work on instead of trying to draw that artificial attention. To be honest, guys, your achievements will earn you much more success with women or the opposite sex or professional opportunities or what have you. I mean, literally the world will be opened up to you if you actually offer something of value rather than just artificial, unearned social media stardom. So that's just my 2 cents on selfies. Take it as you may. If you did like the content, again, be sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram so I can completely be a hypocrite and you can see my man selfies on there. Take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed.